Hi, my name is Cody Webb. I'm at the PC and Wireless Shop, and I have some cool information to share with you about the new HTC Incredible 4G. So I just want to take a closer look at the HTC Incredible 4G. Some cool things about it. So we're going to unlock the screen here. Got the standard HTC layout. You've got your clock app with the weather widget. Option to just have the clock app or the weather one. You can have either or both combined as I have here. I think it's cool. You can always get the weather updates on here as well. Takes a second to load. Get a forecast going, and it's got really cool animations that are a lot better than the ones that were on the HTC Resound. That's part of Sense 4.0. Go back to the home screen here. Obviously, you see I have a bunch of widgets added on here. This is not how the phone will be out of the box. I've added a couple extra things here just to show you. You've got your bookmark widget. This can be resized. You can make it, 3 frames, 4 frames, the 6 frames I have here, and you can obviously add as many bookmarks as you want. You also can have your Gmail or any email streamed here, along with messaging. This is obviously a demo with no messages on it, so this is what they look like, and they kind of stream in a folder pattern. If you ever want to blow up all your home screens and look at everything that's on there, just tap that twice, and you can navigate to whatever home screen. We're going to take a look at the ones we haven't seen just yet. Calculator, this is another widget. There's about 7 different calculators on here. Notepad, which I find really useful. I mean, you can dictate with your voice and make a note, grocery list, whatever you want. Same thing with the calendar. You can keep track of your data usage here, which is really useful for people who may not have unlimited data or are on a family share data plan. You've obviously got some settings functions here: brightness, sound, Bluetooth, GPS, all very convenient to have on your screen. One thing I really like about this is the ICS, the Android Ice Cream Sandwich operating system, which you do have a settings widget that you can get to. I really like that they have integrated that in the pull-down menu with the settings there. Obviously your notifications, which you can always clear out. But that makes it really useful to get in there and change some of the options in there, especially along with display, all the networking things you're going to have on there. So one other thing I wanted to show you was the camera on here, which I personally think is amazing. It's an 8 megapixel camera. It also has the 2 megapixel facing you, so front facing camera. We're going to take a look at the rear facing camera right now. Now, one thing I really like about the camera on here is that it can take a lot of pictures very rapidly. I'm not going to be taking pictures of anything extraordinary here, but as you see, most cameras have a problem with glare. This one does not. It's actually a very crisp picture, and it autofocuses really well too. We're just going to take a rapid fire sequence of pictures. I'm going to move around here a little bit so you can see how many pictures you can actually take. And by doing this, I've taken an exorbitant amount of pictures in a matter of seconds. And then to get to them, it actually is really fast. It's saving them right now, but once they're all there, it's really fast with opening your gallery to take a look at all the photos you took. But I mean, just as an example, you can see there obviously have nothing, but I took a ton here. I mean, I couldn't even guess. I'm going to say 60 in maybe 5 seconds. But I find that really cool. This is a great camera for photo enthusiasts or people who like to use their phone as a camera as opposed to their camera if they have one. It's nice. It's a very convenient feature. The camera opens right up once you've touched it. It takes about a second. It's on, and then boom, you can start taking pictures right then and there. Whereas some other cameras have a really decent shutter lag, this one does not. So that's a really cool feature about it. That pretty much wraps up all the features I wanted to go over with the actual device itself. Kind of wanted to get into some physical stuff now. I actually want to compare it to the S3, which might be its biggest competitor right now. So obviously you're going to see one big thing right off the bat. This is tiny compared to the S3. The S3 is a hulk of a phone at 4.8 inches compared to 4, so almost an inch difference in space. One thing I really wanted to drive across though is the screen brightness and resolution on either of these phones is actually pretty similar. So the Super LCD does it justice. A lot of people were talking about how it would be worse than the Resound. I personally don't see a difference. It is a little bit, I would say, thicker or about the same thickness as the S3 here. But the big draw here would be if you got little hands. This is the phone for you, whereas this is for guys with man hands. All in all, I think these are going to be the 2 headliners for Verizon currently, HTC versus Samsung. Thank you for joining me to discuss the HTC Incredible 4G. Might be the right device for you. For you photo enthusiasts, this is a great device.